Good morning. I'm a little nervous, so bear with me here, but I'm beyond honored to be here and speaking to all of you. It's a lot more than I thought there'd be, so a little extra on the nerves, but in all seriousness, thank you all so much for being here and for listening. Please, let's have another round of applause for all the great speakers so far. Also, special shout out to Dawson, because I'm sure, as you can tell, he did not make this easy, but congratulations to everyone here on stage. But to start off, I want to give the biggest thank you to my amazing and supportive family, my great friends, teachers, coaches, and everyone else who's helped me get here today. I can confidently say that if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be speaking right now. So to my parents, my siblings, and to all my great friends, I love you all, and I'm so thankful that God put you in my life. I've learned a lot here at my time at Westminster, and as valedictorian, you'd hope so. But more than what's been taught to me in a class or in a lecture are two main lessons. The first of these is that time is temporary. Now, this may sound silly, but in Romans 8:18, Paul says, "For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is going to be revealed to us." And I'm sure you've heard the age-old adage that this too shall pass. Now, I've thought about this verse and this adage a lot throughout my time here, and they've been very helpful in many double essay tests and last-minute project assignments. God guarantees that all the trials and tribulations that we go through in our lives will be nothing compared to the eternal greatness that meets us at the end of the road. So in times of struggle, this too shall pass. And for us, we've reached the end of the line. No more binder checks or practice exams. These too have passed. So I look back now at all those times and others throughout high school, remember how bad they seemed in the moment, and from here, I realize that they're all part of the story that brought me and all of us here today. However, this also means that all things shall pass, not only the bad ones. Just like the bad times, all the great ones, like Warrior Week, hanging out with friends, going to Chipotle together, and most of all, Mr. Gonzalez's infamously dry jokes have all passed too. What I've learned from this is the importance of living in the moment, especially going into this new chapter in all of our lives. And yes, that does include you, parents. Live through the bad and the good, enjoying them both while understanding that all of them help paint the picture, the big picture, when it's all over and you're looking back. Every experience is temporary, so through it all, trust God, and fortunately or unfortunately, this too shall pass. The second and final lesson that I've learned, I know, a little ironic, is to do everything wholeheartedly. I'd like to read this year's spiritual theme verse, which is Psalm 86:11. God's word says, "Teach me your way, O Lord, that I may rely on your faithfulness. Give me an undivided heart, that I may fear your name." To have an undivided heart, especially in my relationship with God, has proved to be one of the greatest principles of my life. But the meaning here goes beyond the words just in the verse. Now, I don't know if it's too small to notice, but if you've asked yourself, why on earth does he have a little toy car on the podium? First of all, valid question. But second, you're about to find out. So one day, I walk into band and meet Earth's greatest band director, Seth Carlson, and he greets me with a smile. Let's have a round of applause for Seth. And he greets me with a smile. Now, it being 8 a.m. and first class of the day, I was not expecting one, but I got it anyways. And he pulls this out of his pocket and hands it to me. And I don't know if you can see, probably not, but for those of you that don't know, my mom owns an ACE-affiliated hardware store. And this is a little truck that has ACE written on the top. He explained to me that I saw it in a flea market in Wisconsin, and it reminded me of you. And ever since, I've kept it in my instrument case so I can see it every morning that I have his class. Now, it may be a small gift, but it meant a lot to me. In the middle of nowhere, the middle of the Midwest, at a flea market, he thought it important enough to bring me back a gift because it reminded him of me. This example has made me think every time that I open that case to care wholeheartedly. In all relationships, care with an undivided heart. Now, other teachers and coaches haven't exactly had the opportunity to fly to Wisconsin and visit a flea market, but they've all had their way of encouraging me and all their students in a way that's undoubtedly wholehearted. In God's honor, everything I do, I try with an undivided heart. Every relationship, class, adventure, hobby, goal, as the word says in 1 Corinthians 10:31, do all for the glory of God. By this, everything wholeheartedly. In this new chapter, I hope that everyone on stage can do everything they set their mind to in the next couple of years with an undivided heart, ambition, and faith in God's name, like we have been taught to do here at Westminster by the wonderful faculty and staff. I'd like to conclude here with another thank you to this amazing school for giving me the most supportive and amazing system of faculty, staff, coaches, friends, and mentors I could ever ask for. You all mean the world to me, and thank you for letting me ramble for a little while up here on stage. And to all my friends and family that have made it here today, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys have helped make the time fly and helped me land here in this stage today. Thank you, class of 2024. It's been amazing. I know we'll all do great things. Thank you for listening. God bless, and go Warriors.